Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Marybeth. Thank you if you're returning, and welcome if you are new here. So on this channel, what I've been doing is just giving guidance through all the tools that I learned through therapy, and then I had my awakening back at the beginning of the year of January 2023, and I've been diving in full force. I've been getting a lot of updates, a lot of abilities have been coming online, and so I just wanted to share the guidance that I've been getting through my guides, what I've learned through all of my spiritual journey, and then give the guidance that has really helped me. I went to therapy back in 2021, and I was just rock bottom, and I felt like there was no reason for me to be rock bottom. I had a house, a family, and things on the outside seemed really great, and I just didn't understand the disconnection of why I was struggling so much. And I think what happened a lot for us in COVID during the pandemic and through all that was happening was that a lot of these deep-rooted emotions and traumas were coming to the surface. And I know for me that I didn't know the tools to handle these repressed anger. I had all this repressed anger and emotions. And a lot of things during the pandemic really uprooted those things. And so it was in 2021 that I decided to start therapy. And so during therapy, I was able to have a lot of things that I learned that helped me through figuring out how to process emotions, how to look at things in a different way. And I know a lot of people aren't able to access that, or if they do, they're just, I know so many people who have social anxieties, who have a hard time talking to people. And so that's a big reason why I started this channel, because it's so important that we look at our mental health, and so many people are struggling. There's a couple people that I've seen through TikTok that I've been following over the years, and still seeing them struggle. And it's really hard for me as an empath to see that. And so that's why I created this channel. And it wasn't until I had my spiritual awakening that things really shifted for the better. I was able to look at things at a whole new level, really see that things weren't happening to me, they were happening for me. So I talk about my awakening, but I haven't talked about the details of it. My awakening was a Kundalini awakening. And so anyone who's in the spiritual community who knows what that is, you kind of understand. But if you don't, Kundalini is this awakening of energy, and it shoots through your body and kind of opens up all of your chakras. So prior to my awakening, I didn't know what chakras were. I didn't understand spirituality. I had no knowledge. But that first week after my awakening, I was really blissful. I intuitively just followed signs and synchronicities, and that led me to energy healing. And so with energy healing, I was able to take classes and courses and learn what chakras were, understand how to do energy healing. I took some Reiki classes, and once I was able to understand what energy was, what chakras were, that's when I was able to put two and two together and realize, I had described to my husband when I started learning the basics of chakras, I was like, oh, well, all right, so I must have been working on my sacral, and then I felt this energy flow through. And so then once I realized, I learned about Kundalini, I was like, that's exactly what that was. So it was really amazing. And I thought for sure when I had my spiritual awakening that I was going to be an energy healer. I remember looking back at a TikTok that I had done probably a year or two ago, and it was like, if I could have a superpower, it would be to heal people with a hug. And so when I learned about energy healing, I was so thrilled. I thought, this is it. This is my sole purpose. And so I threw myself into it. Back in May, I ended up going to a retreat with an energy healer, and it was wonderful and incredible. But that's when I realized that it wasn't all of my journey. That wasn't my whole story. Energy healer wasn't the end all be all for me. I knew there was more because I didn't want to just help people with these energy centers and helping open up and heal through some of the trauma that we hold in these energy centers. But I wanted to help people work through that a little bit more. And so that's when I realized coaching was probably something in that path of mine. But I didn't really find anything that was the right course, the right person. I almost signed up a few times, but there was something that always held me back. And part of that was just intuition. I would be about to sign up for something, and then I'd hear my guide say, no, not yet. And so I just kind of held off. And it was actually a couple weeks ago, so I'm going to just give a little update. So a couple weeks ago, I was watching one of Victor Oddo's videos. If you don't watch him, or if you haven't watched him, he's amazing, really stand-up guy. And he was talking about how when you really want something, you need to ask out loud. And that's when he kind of had his breakthrough. He in a sense prayed out loud, and I had recalled a moment that I had done that. Probably a decade ago, I had prayed out loud. I was feeling really lost. I remember the road I was on. I remember what I was looking at. I think I saw a star, and I was like, I remember when I was little, like praying on stars. And so I asked out loud, I said, this is what I want. And what I was really lacking at that moment in my life was just like love. And I just felt really this need to find that love that I knew I deserved. And so it was, I think, a couple weeks later, maybe a couple months later, that I found my now husband. So when he was telling this video about asking out loud, I had recalled that. And I was like, that's what I need right now, because my life is, again, very fulfilling. I feel like I know what I'm doing, and it's going somewhere. But when I was going to work, I was feeling very, very lost. And I'm trying to balance these videos with work, with being a mom, with being a wife. And I was just having a hard time where I was spreading myself really thin and not feeling like everything I was doing, I wasn't leading my life with joy and passion. And so I asked out loud, I said, this is what I want. This is what I deserve. When you ask out loud, it's a sense of knowing what you want, asking out loud, and knowing that you are deserving of that. And so when you can really feel that and empower that within yourself, that's when things will be attracting, and that's when you're starting to manifest. That's why affirmations are a really great thing, and saying them out loud, and believing in them. So anyway, so I had said all of this stuff out loud, and then the next day this course popped up about conscious coaching, and I was like, that's it. So so fast forward to now, the classes were actually right in the middle of my work schedule. And so my husband and I talked about it, and we said, okay, well, we knew that my time with my current job was kind of dwindling to an end. And this was just the catalyst to really step into my own power, into my own path, into my own story. I felt like I had been really not being that lead role in my own life. And so we decided that was no more. I'm gonna start leading my life with joy and passion, and waking up every day in a sense of purpose and joy. So I'm taking these conscious coaching classes. I know that's going to be a part of what I'm supposed to be doing. I knew that I was going to be leaving my job, but not really sure what I was going to be doing exactly. But I'm realizing now more as I take these courses that that's what these videos are. And I just want to be that person that people can come to. I can hold space for, to have an outlet to feel safe and become empowered in their own bodies. We are so powerful, and I just want to send that message to people. And so if you do like my content, or if you're really interested, please hit like and subscribe, and then hit the notification bell, because I will be starting to offer coaching classes in the future. But also, I'm just going to still do content on here as well, because I know so many people can't afford it, or, it's just doesn't seem right. I want you to guide yourself intuitively as well. So if you feel like coaching might be something that you want in the future, that you're really resonating with all that I'm saying, I'm super excited, because we can work on it together, and it really makes a difference when we can start leading with joy and passion, and it makes a difference in our own worlds and in the collective as well. All right, so I hope you all are doing wonderful, and much love and light, and I will see you soon. Take care.